service. Good evening.
These are the Hickory Hound's News and Views.
This is News and Views for July the 20th, 2025. You don't always get to choose the road you're on. Sometimes the road chooses you. Over the past 4 months, the Hickory Hound has grown fivefold. Not by accident, not by hype, but by persistence. By showing up, telling the truth, writing the story, even when it hurts. I'm not here because I'm lucky. I'm here because I stayed. Because even when the road cracked beneath me, even when it felt easier to give up, I kept moving. Call it survival, not out of pride, but necessity. What once felt like roadkill now feels like a direction. And direction becomes purpose. This platform was never built on comfort. It was built on credibility, on integrity. When I'm wrong, I correct it. When challenged, I respond. Because truth grows stronger under pressure. And trust grows with it. I connect dots others ignore. Past, present, and future. History, headlines, and hard truths. This work isn't noise, it's signal. And when the signal cuts through, people take notice. Doors open, actions follow. But power resists change. Local gatekeepers don't want disruption. Too bad. I'm not here to ask permission. I'm still walking that road, still riding, still pushing. Because the winds are real, even if the path is rough. Even if I have to carry this forward alone. Burnout is real. But martyrdom, that's not the goal. Endurance is. Because one clear message can rise above 100 distractions. Communication becomes goals. Goals become plans. Plans become action. And action becomes progress. We're not just building an audience. We're building a path forward. Step by step, word by word, win by win. I'm here, still moving. Join me, and let's build something that lasts.
This is Rachel A.I. on behalf of the Hickory Hound. Today, I'm sharing a powerful reflection from the Hound's archives, The Alphabet of Leadership, first published in October of 2008. This is more than a list. It's a guide for what it really takes to lead. Yes, there are many words we could use when we talk about leadership, but these 26 represent something deeper, a foundation, a blueprint for anyone who's not just responsible for themselves, but for others, for their team, or for their community. Leadership isn't about slogans, it's not about image, it's about action, accountability, and character, built word by word, step by step. These values were written in a different time, but their truth has only grown clearer. This is a map, drawn from experience and told from the ground up, letter by letter. And everything begins with accountability. Leadership doesn't start with applause, it starts with responsibility. A true leader steps forward not because it's easy, but because they understand the weight of consequences. Then there's bravery, not absence of fear, but the willingness to move through it. Because every meaningful step forward begins with risk. Command comes next. Leadership demands direction, not domination. Authority isn't given, it's earned through clarity, consistency, and courage. And determination, that's the fuel. The grit to move through failure, through fatigue, through setbacks. Leadership isn't perfect. It's persistent. We see energy not in speed, but in resolve. Leaders keep showing up even when no one's watching. They stay faithful to their word. Because trust, once earned, becomes the foundation of everything that follows. They set goals that matter, not just to look busy, but to create direction. With goals, plans form. With plans, people follow. And they live with honor, fairness, integrity. Treating people right isn't a tactic, it's a principle. Real leaders take initiative. They don't wait for permission. They step up when it counts, even when it's uncomfortable. They pursue justice. Because fairness isn't optional, it's oxygen. Without it, teams fall apart. Communities stall. They become keepers of promises, of people, of outcomes. They don't pass blame. They learn, correct, and move on. And they stay loyal. To their team, to the mission, to the truth. They know leadership is shared, not hoarded. They seek mastery, not shortcuts. Repetition, effort, patience, it all matters. They study their craft like it's sacred. They stay noble even when no one is watching. Because the legacy we leave is written by the choices we make in silence. They remain objective, choosing facts over feelings. Emotion matters, but clarity matters more. They plan. Because hope without a plan is noise. Progress requires structure. They chase the quintessential, not for perfection's sake, but because reaching for it matters. Effort shapes outcome. They are responsive. They listen. They adapt. They take in input because leadership is a shared space. They show strength, not in volume, but in resolve. In the quiet moments where action speaks louder than position. They are teachers, passing on lessons so others don't repeat the same missteps. They show understanding, seeing not just where we are, but where we've been and where we need to go. They are versatile, filling gaps, adapting roles, stepping back when others can step forward better. They have will, the power to focus, to overcome distraction, to push through noise and vice. They are xenomorphic, unconventional, willing to lead differently, even if it feels strange. Because originality often looks odd at first. They know the value of yes, not blind affirmation, but earned momentum. That moment when success clicks, and the team feels it. And finally, they live with zeal, tireless energy for a cause greater than themselves. In closing, this isn't just a list. It's a living guide, a reminder of what real leadership looks like, not in theory, but in action. As we shape the future of this platform and this community, we return to these principles, not because they're nostalgic, but because they're necessary. This is the alphabet of leadership.
This concludes this edition of News and Views from the Hickory Hound. Once again, if this message resonates with you, I'd like to hear from you directly. Your feedback, your perspective is not just welcome, it's essential. You can reach me anytime at hickoryhoundfeedback@gmail.com. Above this post, you'll find a permanent link to join our email list in Google Groups. It's free and it's the fastest way to sign up so that you never miss a new release. For ongoing updates, insights, and long-form reporting, visit the Problems and Solutions forum on the right-hand side of this blog. You can also explore our full archive of indexed documents organized by topic. This year's content is in the 2025 and beyond archive. It opens into an indexed Google document. Articles are categorized by cultural infrastructure, economics and resources, the News and Views archive, socioeconomic and cultural intelligence, the big picture, and the shrinking center, and will expand as necessary. These are living libraries, tools for civic understanding and action. And if you're interested in personalized support using AI for research, planning, and strategic work, check out the flyer for your ChatGPT with Shell tutoring service, linked in the show notes and under the service section of the site. Let me say this plainly. If you believe, as I do, that community journalism still matters, then help me build it. Share this episode, talk about it with others, subscribe to the platform. The work ahead requires more than an audience. It requires alignment, because together we can turn clear words into real action and build something magnificent and lasting. Until next time, this is News and Views. Stay steady, stay engaged, and stay purposeful.